Hi, everybody. Welcome to Gospel Tech. My name is Nathan,
I'm Anna.
and we are doing a Let's Talk About, where we're going to tackle one of the major forms of technology or conversations that people are having today and give you a quick overview and insight into what makes that thing tick. And how it works so that you can be informed when you talk to your young people, your coworkers, and generally make decisions in a tech world. So today's conversation
What is TikTok?
Did you read that off the paper?
What is the TikTok?
So we're talking about TikTok today, which is really, frankly, a subject I've avoided for a while. But short version, TikTok is a social media app.
Do you think there's people who don't know
videos.
what TikTok is?
Well, it's nice to know what it does.
Okay.
So it's a video sharing app. And the idea is you can technically share up to over a minute, but it's 5 to 20 seconds is the average. Like, that's the recommended video range that TikTok says.
Okay.
You want to get views on this, you want to be well liked and be influential, then 5 to 20 seconds is a video sharing platform.
I keep hearing a lot of news about TikTok, like it's going to the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
There's some controversy.
Okay, so in short, TikTok is going to the Supreme Court because it's owned by a Chinese company and it's dealing with the data of minors. So the US government says, well, you can't just collect data on our minors. You have to divest. You have to sell so big companies, ByteDance, you have to sell TikTok to another company. It just can't be Chinese owned. And ByteDance has said, well, we're not going to sell the algorithm that goes with TikTok, so you would effectively kill TikTok by doing this.
Okay.
Because they're like, we're going to hold on to this algorithm. We'll just use it in another program. So there's this whole back and forth. If they choose to sell, then it will not die January 19th. But we're coming up hot, like 2 weeks until TikTok is fini. The major things that are happening on the mental health side is that there's 14 states that are suing TikTok for basically lying and saying that they knew that this was bad for minors. So they're saying, hey, you actually knew this was a problem for minors. You've hidden that and you've continued to do it for profit and you can't do that. So they're suing. And then 42 states have actually asked for Vivek Murthy, the US Surgeon General, to put a warning label on social media.
Okay, so tell me how TikTok works.
So TikTok is run by an algorithm. It's an algorithm mixed with AI, and it's basically really good at figuring out what you want, to the point where within a few minutes of viewing, it will begin giving you specialized videos that are just you. It tells because you basically flinch over videos you're interested in. They basically don't aim for you as a person, they aim for your subconscious, because their goal is not to make you a better human. Their goal is to get you to watch more.
Right.
That's why it's so dangerous for young people, because young people already don't have a frontal cortex, which allows them to
It's not fully developed.
I mean, it's basically meaningless. It doesn't have the ability to help them pause a choice and go, maybe I shouldn't do this because it would have long-term consequences.
Yeah.
And therefore, TikTok is now infamous for all sorts of negative content. Self-harm, suicidal ideation, eating disorders, pornography is rife, and it is just fed to you because 90 to 95% of the content that comes across your feed or that you view in TikTok comes across the feed. It's picked for you. You're not selecting it.
Right. Why do kids love it?
It's easy. It's engaging. It's exciting. Everybody's on it. 70% of teens in the U.S. are on TikTok that was May 2023.
Okay.
So it's probably up from there. It's a huge deal. And again, you have an algorithm that's picking content that you didn't even know you liked.
Are you seeing your friends' stuff or is it just anybody's stuff?
I mean, you might run across friend stuff, but it's mainly picked by what you are interested in.
Okay.
So it's going to go based off what your profile name is. If you're gamer204, it's going to give you more gamer content, and then the gamer stuff that it's looking for just little micro flinches.
Right.
So if you pause on it, if you go back to it, if you click and like it, all that stuff is going to direct how the algorithm gives you content.
Would you let Owen use it, and at what age?
Yeah, so the major pitfalls of TikTok is the content and the fact that the algorithm is designed to be unhealthy because it's engagement over anything. So this is Coca-Cola circa 1900 before they banned putting cocaine in it.
Right.
It's not just a little bit of algorithmic design, which I understand the idea of engagement. You want people to use your product. This is an unfair amount of engagement aimed at minors. So no, I wouldn't go on TikTok. The earliest would be 16 if you've proven faithful in a lower dose form of social media. And again, 16, I go with Jonathan Haidt, Anxious Generation, on his suggestion of 15 before you get a smartphone, 16 before you're on social media. And even then, only if you've asked for it and if you've shown yourself faithful in real life relationships and opportunities.
Yeah.
So we've done one already on Snapchat, one
Yep.
of these conversations. You can find other resources at gospeltech.net and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube at Love God Use Tech. Anything else?
Listen to the podcast
Oh yeah, there's a podcast.
and buy our books.
There you go. Available on Amazon or gospeltech.net. You can check out the books there. All right. Thank you all. Talk to you next time.